Okay guys, so today's vlog is another important vlog for everyone who is planning to come to Canada. While there are so many different reasons why you should come to Canada, there are different reasons you should not come to Canada. And those reasons we will be explaining you in this vlog. So this vlog is not to discourage you. This vlog is to let you know that there are some things that you should know before coming to Canada, and if you fall into that category, Canada is not a right place for you.
So it's been around 2 years since we are in Canada, and we thought it's a right time where we can share our experience with everyone who are planning to come to Canada. So stay tuned with us and follow this video till end.
Let's get started with our first point. So guys, let's move into our first point, job. If you are someone who is thinking that getting jobs in Canada is easy, you are wrong. Getting jobs in Canada is very difficult because Canadian companies consider candidates with Canadian experiences. They will give the priority to those candidates who have Canadian experience. So now if you're moving from your home country, you won't have that experience. So you might struggle a lot getting into your first job. You have to keep that in mind that on an average in Canada, landing into your first job will take around 1 to 2 months. You may get your job sooner than that or later than that, but on an average it takes around 1 to 2 months. So you have to struggle around 1 to 2 months to land into your first job. Again, in your home country, if you are in a better position in an IT industry, let's say you are a manager or a VP in any IT company back in your home country, don't expect the same level of position in Canada. So when you land to Canada, you may end up getting a software engineer profile. You may end up getting a lower level than your home country's level. So you have to accept that because this is your first job and you need a Canadian experience to. So now let's move to the second point, that is upgrading your skills. This is the most important point that you need to consider before moving to Canada. If you are someone who is not ready to upgrade your skills, you should not consider moving to Canada. In Canada, all the companies consider your skills, your certifications. They don't consider your past experiences from your home country. So let's say if you are a Java developer, for example, if there are some technologies that are related, but you are not pro in that technology, you don't have any skills on that technology, but that particular technology is in demand in Canadian market, you may have to upgrade your skills by learning that technology so that you can land into a job sooner than later. So that is one example. The another example is, let's say you are a nurse practitioner and you have your certifications or your degrees in your home country. If you want to practice in Canada, you may have to give some certifications or some exams to practice here in Canada. So if you're someone who is not ready to upgrade your skills, Canada is not the right place for you.
So coming to third point, where you think you will become super rich after coming to Canada, you are completely wrong. Because in Canada, you might be earning more, but at the same time, you are spending more. Your taxes will be high, your cost of living is high. Because if you consider Toronto and Vancouver, they are one of the most expensive cities around the world. So if you think you will become millionaire after coming to Canada, Canada is not right place for you. So coming to the next point, which is household help. Back in your home country, you might have cooked to prepare food, maid for cleaning your house. But in Canada, since average hourly rate is around $14 to $15, you might not able to afford it.
If you are coming to Canada, you have to keep that in mind that if you are coming with your partner, you have to share all the household work with your partner. And sometimes in our case, I do laundry and he cooks, then I cook and then he does laundry or something like that. So you have to do the same thing because everything is so costly and expensive here. For example, if you are hiring a plumber to fix your bathroom, then you have to pay around $100 or $150. That is very expensive for you. So you have to learn those things to do by yourselves. Sometimes you have to fix your furnitures, you have to assemble your furnitures by yourselves. So you are plumber, you are your household help, you are a carpenter by yourselves. So if you're so adamant that you will not be able to do these kind of stuffs, Canada is not right place for you. So let's move on to the fifth point, which is weather. In Canada, almost 6 to 7 months is winter. So in winters, you may get minus 30, minus 35 or more than that in most of the provinces apart from British Columbia. So Canada have different provinces. Apart from British Columbia, all other provinces are almost having minus 30 degrees to minus 40 degrees in winters. So if you cannot resist that temperature, or if you have some issues with down temperatures, then Canada is not right place for you. Now next point, homesickness. So if you are homesick, and if you don't want to stay away from your parents for a long time, or if you don't want to stay away from your friends or family for a long time, then Canada might not be a right place for you. So in Canada, you might get friends over a period of time, but the culture is different from what we have in our home country. So you cannot get together all the time because there are so many different things that everyone has to do here. So you have to get their time to meet with them. So this is something that you need to consider while coming to Canada, that Canada is a place where you can get friends, but you will feel lonely most of the times.
Yeah,
And
mostly during festivals.
yes, mostly during festivals. So let's say you have Diwali, or you have Holi, or you have Eid. Here in Canada, you might not get that kind of vibe in your festival days, because for our case, we live in downtown. We don't have any Indian friends in downtown. So when we celebrate any festival, we are the only one that is celebrating an entire building. So we celebrate Diwali for sure, but we are the only one that is celebrating Diwali in the whole entire building. So this is the thing that you need to consider, because you cannot consider going to your home country a lot, because your home country might be 15 hours away or 20 hours away. Tickets are very expensive for you to buy every time. So once in a year or twice in a year you can go, but not all the time. So in festivals, you have to be alone in Canada. So if you're someone who is not ready to do that, please don't come to Canada.
Coming to our next point, which is healthcare system. You might be hearing that Canada's healthcare system is completely free, but this is not completely true, because Canada healthcare system only include the basic healthcare. It doesn't include your eye care, your dentist, your chiropractor. So you might have to take additional insurance on top of your basic healthcare to cover these things.
So basically, even if you don't have that private insurance, you can see a doctor, but that will cost you around $100 or $150 per visit. You may not want to pay that extra cost. For that reason, you have to have a private insurance. Also, if you want to go into a surgery, until unless that is not something life-threatening for you, they will not consider you treating. And for that reason, you may get a date for after like 6 months or 1 year. So that is something very bad here in this healthcare system, and that is because Canada has scarcity of doctors, and doctors are treating a lot of people. So they will consider you only if something is urgent or there is something life-threatening. For example, 6 months back, I had a very bad headache. I went to see my family doctor. She referred me to a neurosurgeon. After her reference also, they gave me a date of after 1 year. That is not something very good for me, because then I had to bear this pain for another 1 year and then go to see my doctor. And that is something, another flaw of Canada healthcare system. So if you are someone who is thinking that coming to Canada will give you a way of free healthcare, that is not completely true.
The next point is difference in culture. As you know, Canada is a multicultural country. People all across the globe come here to work and live. So if you're someone who is very rigid and who don't want to blend into different culture, it's very difficult for you. You have to blend in this culture, in this environment, to survive or to work or to live happily.
Yeah, you will be left alone if you don't want to blend into some other culture, because other cultural people also want to know about your culture and they want to talk to you. But if you're so rigid that no, I don't want to go and blend into that culture, Canada is not right place for you. So next point is following rules in Canada. So if you're coming from a country where you don't follow rules, and the authorities in your country don't care if you follow any rule or not, then Canada is not right place for you. Because in Canada, you have to follow rules everywhere. Even if you are walking, even if you are cycling, even if you are driving a car, or if you are paying taxes, or in any financial matter, there are a lot of rules and you have to follow those rules. Because if you don't follow those rules, you will have to pay hefty amount against breaking those rules. So if you are someone who is not ready to follow rules, and if you are rigid that okay, even if I break a rule, that doesn't matter in my home country, that will not matter in Canada, that is completely wrong. Canada is not right place for you then.
So our next and final point is entry to US. If you are in Canada PR and you think that you can work in US, you're completely wrong, because you have to wait for at least 3 years to get your citizenship, and then apply for TN visa will ultimately give you a work authorization to work in US. But you can always visit US on visitor visa. You have to apply for that. Ultimately, if you think that you can enter US on your Canada PR, you are completely wrong.
So if you are thinking that you are coming to Canada just to land into US, you are completely wrong and you will not be able to do that. So if you are just coming for that, don't come to Canada. So guys, this is all that we wanted to share with you that you should consider before moving to Canada. If you really like this video, or if this video helps you in any way, please do like, share and subscribe. And guys, if you have any questions, please comment in the comment section with your questions so that we can create more informational videos for you. Guys, see you in our next vlog. Till then, bye.